shared land and history. But their lies intoxicated you. You burned our homes and slaughtered our families. No longer am I frozen in terror, grief, and rage. Now all I feel is the ecstasy of revenge. Grief and rage. The ecstasy of revenge. Terror, all I feel.
Hi folks, my name is Jonathan Jacques Bellatet. I am the creative director of Hell Is Us. Today I'd like to take a bit of your time to talk about the 3 distinct narrative layers, but also how we created this game from scratch and the kind of like processes that brought us to its world, its gameplay, and these 3 narrative layers. So for Hell Is Us, I took a bit of time to figure out what I wanted these kind of high-level directives to be. And they're a mixed bag of things that had always been dear to me and also stuff that I kind of knew that the team also wanted to try and work with. So I came up with about 5 or 6 and I proposed them to the team and we all agreed and we went ahead with them. So the first one at the top of the list is exploration and discovery. When it's truly player driven, when it's like player cognitive abilities that are putting 2 and 2 together to discover the secrets of the game through your exploration. So the second one is pretty much I guess the main theme of the game. It's human emotions and passions, and specifically how they relate to human conflicts, all the horrors and the atrocities and the bloodshed that we can bring upon one another. The third one is the Civil War, and as you can see, this relates right away to the second one about the passions and the emotion. The fourth directive was the combat system of the game had to be a third-person melee combat with melee weapons. The fifth directive was that the game had to take place within a contemporary setting, as you can see, this brought a bit of a challenge how to justify the third-person melee combat in a contemporary setting. And the sixth one is I wanted to make sure that the enemies in the game were not humans and we would not bring any harm to human beings. So now that we had our set of directives, we were ready to really sit down and create the game, and then we created the story, and this brought us the 3 distinct narrative layers that we have in the game. The first narrative layers is the Civil War. It's the main backdrop of the game. It's caused by ethnic divides, religious divides, cultural divides, political divides, and also historical divides. The second narrative layer is about the calamity. So the calamity is a bit of a kind of like metaphysical phenomenon that's taking place in the country, and the hero and the player, as they enter the game world, obviously they're aware that there's a civil war, but the hero doesn't know that there's also the calamity, and really rapidly he will come face to face with it. So why is it here? Where is it from? What is it connected to? And what's its link with the people, the civil war, and the history of the country? The third narrative layer is the family. So this is something that's really dear to me, and mostly when we look at it through the lens of conflicts, war, civil war, and whatnot, because families are often one of the first victims of conflicts, especially children as well. But our hero was actually born in the hermit state, but his parents smuggled him out when he was 5 years old. He's always wanted to come back because he's got questions, right? He wants to know, who they are, why did they abandon him, and also who is he, because he's missing that part of himself that your parents kind of provide you. So all these 3 narrative layers are different, but they intertwine. One of them is the one that truly brings you through the main story, but since the game is fairly open-ended and non-linear, the players are free to oscillate between these 3 layers as they see fit, and kind of put them together to form the big picture of the game and the entire puzzle, or almost the entire puzzle, to make sense of what's going on inside this country. So in the near future, we'll talk a lot more about these things in a lot more details. This was it for now. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.